Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my Accutane update. This is my 4th month into Accutane and I can't wait to tell you all about it. I'm going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. I'm going to first use the Smith's Rosebud salve because my lips are like the Sahara Desert and they're very peeled. When I wake up in the morning, they just feel like saran wrap or plastic wrap over my mouth and they just kind of peel off first thing in the morning. So that's why they're a little bit red over my lip line. I can't do anything about it really. I do moisturize every night before I sleep, but it is inevitable. While in Accutane, that is. Normally my lips are never like this. So I have been doing a more lightweight, minimal makeup, at least for the face, just so I can let my skin breathe as much as possible. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just going to use this to fill in my pores. I do still have enlarged pores in my cheek area. So you can see I do have some scarring going on, and I did have 2 active breakouts. We had a week where the air quality was really bad. I did try to use my pollution protection sunscreen. I have a primer that is also pollution protection. I guess it did help prevent more breakouts than what I could have, but I did get 2 really big ones, and you can still see the scars from those. So did you guys buy anything during the Sephora sale? I kind of just bought multiples of some stuff that I was interested in. I purchased 2 of the miniature Natasha Denona palettes, and oh my goodness, I was so sad when I got home. I realized I purchased the Blush and Glow instead of the Diamond Glow and Highlight. So I have this one instead, and I will give it a try. I caved. I really did. I purchased all 3 of the Fenty lip glosses because I just could not make up my mind. When I swatched them in store, I was blown away by how thick and glossy they looked. I like to buy minis of makeup products, that way I can actually use them and it won't expire, and it saves a little bit of money, because why not? So lately I have been skipping the foundation altogether and just using concealer, and the concealer that I've been using that has provided full coverage and long wear. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and mine is in the shade 350 Bisque, and I just dot that right over my blemish scars, and that's about it. I'll let it sit for a couple seconds so it dries down a little bit. Back to Accutane. So yes, this is my 4th month. I will be finished in 2 more months. I'm so excited, and I have seen such a difference. If you watched my last Accutane video, I will link it in the description below if you want to check that out. But I did include some photos of before Accutane, and I had pretty bad acne. I didn't have cystic acne, I just had a lot of nodules. I had it everywhere. It was everywhere. It was like these little bumps, and they're like all on my forehead, my cheeks, on my nose, my chin. I didn't have acne here or here. It's just been like on my T-zone for the most part. So yes, I have seen a massive difference. And I still do have some that are under my skin, but you can't see the texture there. It's flat on my face, but when you do look closely, I can see the white under my skin, like it's there. So I still do have some acne, but it's not as bad as it used to be. This concealer is truly amazing. It's so full coverage. I don't think I've ever owned a concealer as full coverage as this, but since I do have some scars that are on the gray side, I do have to go in with a little bit more, which is fine. I'm also going to use it to prime my eyelids. I used to always use an actual eyeshadow primer, but I've been recently using a concealer for eyeshadow primer, and I can't believe that I would spend money on an eyeshadow primer because this actually works. When I went into Sephora for their Sephora sale, I was kind of disappointed because I didn't see any eyeshadow palettes that really spoke to me or that seemed creative or innovative. I feel like there's so many limited edition products out now that I don't really want to waste my money on that, since the beauty industry is going at such a fast pace. I feel like a product launch that launches today is considered old by next week. And then it's limited edition, so it'll go away in a few months. I'd really like to look at a brand and see some actual good quality usable products, you know, not like neon eyeshadow. That's not gonna last forever. And eyeshadow palettes, you have an eyeshadow palette for a long time. I have some of my Naked palettes, my Anastasia Modern Renaissance, like those are classic palettes that stay in your collection for a long time because they are timeless. So now I'm going to set the areas of my face that I did put a little bit of concealer on with some powder. This is the Coty Airspun powder, and I have the shade Naturally Neutral. And I have been doing kind of a miniature bake, I guess you would say, just to help fill in my pores a little bit more. And then I will dust it on the outer perimeters, just so the bronzer and blush and everything like that will blend a little bit easier. And while that sinks in a little bit, I will be using the Natasha Denona Lila palette, dipping into the shade right here with a JH30 brush. It's just a super fluffy brush. So jumping back into Accutane, my plan was, when I first started, 30 milligrams, and then the second month I doubled it to 60, and now the last 4 months are 80 milligrams. This shade in the Bronze and Glow from Natasha Denona, I'm gonna actually use that all over my lid, and I'm gonna pick that up with my Dior 21 brush. I'll have the occasional migraine maybe once or twice a month, but as far as like nosebleeds, joint pain, and another side effect I have noticed is eczema on my arms. So the only place I've ever had eczema throughout my life has been right here in between my nose folds, just here. And I suffered that pretty bad all throughout high school. Actually, what helped me the most was this rosebud salve. It would be gone within a week. And now I'm experiencing it all on my arms. It kind of fades through here, but it's like all right here, and it's so dry, so tight, especially after I take a shower. So I do have to use an oil. And I've been using the Burt's Bees, I think it's called the Mama Bee oil, and it smells like lemon cake. It smells so good. And it actually does help me a lot. It helps me a lot better than lotion. And I'm gonna open up this one. This is the Blush and Glow, even though I really wanted the Diamond Glow. This is what it looks like. Oh, yeah, I opened this whenever I came home from the sale, and I just really wanted to play with it immediately. And I opened it and I'm like, there's no way that this is the Diamond Glow powder. This isn't what it looked like in the store. I can't believe it. And my Sephora is so far from me. I'm gonna order it now online, and I'm also placing a giant hair care order too. I want to test out all the masks, all the hair care stuff. I saw that Sephora brought out their own couple products, so I really want to try those. I'm gonna take an angled brush and dip into this diamond powder here. And I'm gonna highlight my inner corner. It's like not there. It's such a subtle glow. This reminds me of the Essence Be My Highlight, their nude glow, you know, the circle one. It reminds me of that, but I am excited to try this blush. So I'm actually going to use the same angled brush and dip into the Lila palette, and I'm gonna dip into this middle shade right here. And I'm just gonna use it as a faux liner on the middle to outer part of my eyelid. And then I will be going in with my Josie Maran Black Oil Mascara. Another exciting purchase that I made for the sale was the Anastasia dipbrow, and I got the shade Ash Brown. I haven't used a dipbrow in a long time, but I'm so excited that I got to pick up a new one. I feel like they made the formula so much creamier than what it used to be. Instant brow. It's like an instant brow. Alright, so time to bronze up the skin. I'm just gonna go in with the bronzer from the Natasha Denona Bronzer Duo. Bronzer is a little bit light to what I would have liked. For blush, since I did purchase the wrong one, I will be trying it out anyway since I already have it. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Blush and Glow Duo. It's a little bit on the powdery side. Ooh, it definitely has a sheen. I feel like I'm picking up so much Same with the bronzer, and it's barely any color payoff. Now into the lip glosses. Only tried out Fussy and Fenty Glow. I have not tried out Diamond Milk yet. To add a little bit of color, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Glow. I hope that you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next upload.